Hello and welcome everyone to Copy and Paste, the clean and family-friendly Reddit reading podcast. This is the fourth episode of r/CrazyIdeas, how inventors get famous. And don't forget, if you like this podcast, then it would be greatly appreciated for you to like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me. Okay, let's get started. The first post is made by user/flopsyplum. A coffee bean grinder that functions as an alarm clock by automatically grinding coffee beans when it's time to wake up. I mean, I don't drink coffee, but I can see how this is useful. The second post is made by user/ I don't know how to pronounce it, just check the description. Alright, hear me out. What if soccer stadiums had water-filled moats to prevent idiots from running into the field? First of all, this could hypothetically prevent lots of cases, since most people just don't want to get wet. Second, for those buttholes that still want to jump, the water would slow them down, giving security the time needed to grab them. So why not? P.S. For those who think that spikes or something like that would be a better idea, just don't. But this person's actually right, it would work. The third post is made by an NSFW account. Add a minus 30-second button to all microwaves. Oh my god, the most annoying thing about microwaving something is the fact that you can't go back. You have to delete the entire time you say. It's so annoying. This would make it so much more useful. The fourth post is made by user/Turley97. Require all companies to have a therapist and require employees to have regular appointments during work hours. Now, that's a great idea and all, but I know there'll be so many companies that ignore that rule just so that they can save money. The fifth post is made by user/Baron Lemon. Make creasy clothes fashionable, so nobody has to do any ironing. The sixth post is made by an NSFW account. We should all get out of our comfort zones and quit consuming so much of everything. Us people who travel via airplane or commute to work alone in a car every day, us working class people, and well-off people who spend their leisure time recreationally burning fossil fuels and who only seem to consume need to stop consuming. We all need to stop conforming to the system that we have created, and we need to work together as corporations, small businesses, as citizens and as communities to really change how we live our lives. We need to utilize the technology we have. We need to utilize the land we have, and we need to quit being so selfish. We need to wake up that extra hour earlier so we can back to work, or we need to get a job that is closer. We need to stop being so busy, and we need to figure out ways to not consume so bloody much of everything now, while we still have a choice to do so in a still beautiful planet. We need to look at the facts and actually change ourselves. We need to understand what is necessary, and we need to work together as citizens to accomplish these things. Everyone has the ability to work for money, but it seems very few have the ability to work for free or charge less. Why can't we be repaid and having enough resources to sustain our future? If it meant our home that allows us to live and thrive and continue to evolve and experience, would we be able to continue? Could we all just do what is best from this point forward? All it would take is losing the selfish luxuries that we have grown to feel entitled or have the right to do. Everyone knows they're guilty on some level. We need to stop being consumers and producers. We need to stop working for a paycheck because it is exhausting our planet as well as ourselves, and we won't get to choose sooner or later. Everyday people who don't make a significant amount of money to fly into space and live on Mars need to make changes to our lives so we can comfortably stay here. We have technology and we have the ability we just don't have the selflessness it takes to make a global difference. I hope everyone can come together as neighbors and as educators and doctors and farmers and chemists, pharmacists, and a network with those around us locally and put what we have to good use and take care of those things. I feel like I sound crazy, but I just want it so bad. I hope for it. I speak about it. I preach, I encourage, and I worry, and I am now begging for us people to please work together while we can and stop waiting for a government-implanted plan or a natural disaster to do it for us. Oh, wow. That's a lot to take in. I'll give you all just 5 seconds to let that all sink in. The seventh post is made by user/flopsyplum. The return key on keyboards should be reinforced to compensate for users hitting it extra hard. The 8th post is made by an NSFW account. A universal hand sign for sorry. That's a very good idea. The 9th post is made by user /stumblios. Sell my body, my choice shirts to anti-vaxxers, and then donate 100% of the profit to pro-choice organizations. The 10th post is made by user /flopsyplum. Geez, there are a lot of flopsyplum posts in here. Public companies that break the law should have their fines paid from shareholder dividends, so shareholders are incentivized to prevent corruption. The 11th post is made by user /superficialfishsoup. In the terms of coronavirus and Delta variant are capable of harming the reputations of Corona Beer and Delta Airlines, perhaps we should name new COVID-19 variants as unethical companies. Example, the Nestle variant, the BP variant, the Monsanto variant, the Philip Morris variant, etc. The 12th post is made by user /octocube25. Have triplet boys, dress them identically, and call them Sean, Sean, and Sean. Just that spelling is SHAWN, SHAUN, SEAN. The 13th post is made by user /PM Mia Selfie. Ban the word boat as hateful speech and instead refer to them as floatercycles. Enforce this without giving explanation. Floatercycles is just such a magnificent term. User /afungalmirror. The spaghetti gun. It's a gun that fires one long, unbroken piece of cooked spaghetti for as long as you squeeze the trigger. Any questions? That would be an Italian's nightmare. The 15th post is made by user /Mumzaa. When an employee calls in sick, the company should split the wage of the missing employee among the working ones and add it to their hourly for that shift. The 16th post is made by an NSFW account. A $350 a year fee for special license plates that allow you to speed. Driver must take a yearly strict driving test and physical exam. Funds go to city infrastructure. Note, it's been proven multiple times that speeding does not create more crashes. Drivers still can be ticketed / arrested for reckless driving, though if they're being stupid while speeding. Edit, thought it would go without saying, but of course, yes. Certain areas would still have a 100% mandatory limit, i.e. school zones, housing areas, surface streets, etc. Edit 2, the license plate requirement would also be age restricted, perhaps 30 to 60 years of age. We don't want some 16-year-old YouTuber with a Lamborghini going 180 down the freeway for likes. The 17th post is made by user /ClassyJacket. Start every sentence you say with, I'm not racist, but... no matter how irrelevant it is. The 18th post is made by user /JCholesterol. Send all the gun crazy rednecks who think they would defeat the Taliban to Afghanistan to try and defeat the Taliban. I'm seeing lots of posts now of gun-toting people from the USA saying how they do such a good job defeating the Taliban resurgence in Afghanistan. So let's send them all there. There's probably tens of thousands of non-military Americans who are armed to the teeth and think they're the Punisher or something. They get what they want if they actually win somehow in Afghanistan, get some support. And unfortunately, that concludes our very sophisticated episode. If you enjoyed this podcast, I would greatly appreciate for you to like and subscribe. To listen to this podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or one of my more platforms, or to visit on my socials, click the link in the description. And please feel free to send me an audio message or leave a comment. It's been a pleasure. Goodbye. I'm sorry for speeding that.